Hello there, it is Pete over at the Sampleist, and today we are checking out Damaged Guitars 2 from Heavyocity. Heavyocity are back with the second installment of their Metal to the Max Damaged Guitars series. Damaged Guitars 2 features DAW mix-ready guitars in three styles: hard rock, metal and damaged. The centerpiece of this library sees each style recorded in three different keys with a number of riffs, bass parts and squealing leads. On top of that, we have guitar sounds and techniques along with Heavyocity's impeccable sound design. This powerhouse guitar toolkit is perfect for both guitarists and non-guitarists alike looking to inject metal mayhem into their compositions. Damaged Guitars 2 downloads at 7.95 gigabytes and it runs in the free version of Contact and is also NKS compatible. It's currently on intro sale of $219. There is a crossgrade option of $40 off, and if you buy now, you get Damaged Rock Grooves 2 absolutely free. In this video, we are going to check out Damaged Guitars 2, the sounds and the functionality, and I've put it into the all-important composition challenge. In this composition, I've also used Damaged Rock Grooves 2. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank Heavyocity for sending over a copy of Damaged Guitars 2. While we do get the instruments for free, it doesn't in any way influence our thoughts, ideas or judgments. We are just working composers giving you our insights. So without further ado, let's jump into Damaged Guitars 2. Here we go, we have Damaged Guitars 2 from Heavyocity loaded up in the free Native Instruments Contact Player 8. Some very heavy riffage going on there. Now, before we start jumping into the library sounds, let's just see how it is put together because there's a lot here. So we've got Damaged Guitars 2 in three different keys. We've got D, F sharp and A. And then within each of these folders, we've got the same subbanks. We've got riffs and motifs, leads, utility and combination menus. And then we have playable guitars, so lots of goodness going on there. And then Damaged Guitars 2 Designer, so that's the sound design guitars. And there are lots of presets for that as well. Now, we're in Damaged Guitars 2 menu and we're in riffs and motifs. And we can see we've got metal kit, damage kit and rock kit. So I've loaded up the metal kit and just going to play some riffs. Lovely. Now, the idea is if I play, let's say, this F here. So that's the lime green key F, and then I'm going to play the F an octave higher on the blue, and that's going to play a bass, and then I'll introduce the next F on the orange, which is a higher riff. Okay, you can see how everything slots together, and then on the green keys, this is lead. So these sound great, and then if I play a riff and I play some leads over it, we're going to see how it all comes together. I'm going to play the bass as well. And they fit with any riff, really. The playing is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely love it. So that's what the metal kit sounds like. If we go into the damage kit. very gnarly. Let's play some leads with it. Yeah, it sounds brilliant. Now, obviously, when you're working in your DAW, you're not going to have the riffs and the bass and the leads all on the same track. However, it just shows how the kit comes together, how the instrument does. Let's listen to Rock. Yeah, it sounds absolutely lovely. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so one thing I've not mentioned is that these are key switchable as well. So if I'm move down to a C. So it does adjust the timbre a little bit of each riff. However, when you're composing, I don't feel the need to particularly use the key switches, because the riff, when you start going from one riff to another, like I say, I don't feel the need to change, have like a diatonic chord progression, let's put it that way, because we're doing metal music and going from two riffs. Yeah, when you're moving from one riff to another, like I say, you don't feel the need to go diatonic. You just want to chain these riffs together and have some really cool guitar moments. That's what I was trying to say. Not the most eloquent way. And then we've got chords and motifs as well. So you can see the chord name is appearing at the top. So these are little motifs to go on top as well. Now, we've got these in D, F sharp and A, but I don't really need to play through every single key. But if we just look at the leads, so go into F sharp and look at the leads, we can see we've got metal leads. So instead of having it on a sort of combined instrument, now you've got all the leads on a single instrument. That's some gorgeous sweep picking. The performances are brilliant, and you do pick out different scales and modes, so there's definitely some harmonic minor going on. That's beautiful. Like I say, mix ready guitars. Damage leads. Lovely. We've got rot leads. Yeah, it's getting quite bluesy there. Sounds brilliant. So let's go into the playable guitars. So organic sustains, for example. And the mod wheel does bring in some overtones. It's very cool. Got a rock ebo. Absolutely love it. Let's do some bends. And everything is tempo synced. Some feedback. It's so difficult to get that in a studio, especially unless you're using a Sustainiac or something like that. Rock semitone trills. And there we go. So that's organic sustains. If we go into, where are we? Organic ambient. Do some ambient bends. Some metal sustains. Some bass sustains. Go on bends 3. Beautiful. And then we got hybrid sustains. So they got some cool names. Frozen Point. Decimated Times. Lord Robot. It's got a great name, and let's do Wasteland Melodics. Yeah, just beautiful stuff. And let's go into some granular sustains. I mean, these are beautiful. Guitar grains 12. There we go. I played something quite funny at the top there, so that was accidental. But these things happen. Then we got some chugs. And we've got some damaged chugs. And some bass chugs. They sound absolutely brilliant. And then we have the Damaged Guitars 2 Designer. So if I load up the Designer, you can see in here we've got all these different presets. So if I go for the bends, for example. I did not let that load. Some crazy sounds go on there. Now it's really important to let the sort of instrument decay. I've worked out. So every now and then. I did cut myself off. Every now and then, if you don't let the effect come out, the next patchy load might hit a bit hard for the first note. That sounds amazing. You got this rhythm on the left. And then lead on the right, and it felt like I was doing some old arcade scoring. So these are wonderful. Song of Sorrow. That's really quirky. Let's just go 6-string Cloudscapes. Absolutely beautiful. And the last one I'm going to do is Silky Lead. Yeah, very, very cool. I'm just having fun playing through it. And that's what it is. Damaged Guitars is fun. There we go. Now I've just loaded up some of the, just the all guitar riffs. I loaded up the bass by accident. There you go, guitars. So just one filter feature. There is a filter on board. And you can put this on your mod wheel. So I've just taught it. So you get that really cool filter effect. And again, you can adjust the tempo of each riff. So if I go double time. Really good fun, and you can pan them in the instrument, also adjust the tuning slightly if you need to, and the volume, and then I've already talked about filter. There's loads of controls, obviously, and there's loads of EQ controls. Just think about the last few pages. So I believe this is the sort of big wheel in the middle. There we go. There is a sequencer as well, which we can use. Very, very cool. And then you can drop in your different sources as well, to sort of create your own custom riffs. And then this is the effects. Obviously the punish button in the middle and lots of different effects. So again, check out Heavyocity's own walkthroughs to look in detail at these areas. We are more concerned with the sounds, and my goodness, the sounds are incredible. It's a really great, I don't want to say kit, I keep saying kit in front of me. I mean, obviously you can put all the different components together and you can have bass, drum, sorry, not drums, I will talk about the drums in a second. Riffs, bass, leads, and auxiliary riffs on top as well, and they got all the sound design. The cool thing is, it's just mix ready and it's DAW ready, and it's really, really fun to compose with. So I have composed with Damage guitars too, and I did use the Damage rock grooves too as well. So I am just going to load those up and we're going to quickly whiz through those as well. Here we have the Damage rock grooves too. Lovely. If you're familiar with Damage 2 or any subsequent percussion instruments Heavyocity release, you'll be very, very familiar with the GUI. The blue keys, they have the 4 loops. The red keys are the separate components. Yeah, I built up quite a lot there. And then we've got transitions and fills on the blue keys. And these sound absolutely fantastic. Then, of course, we can make it triplet if we want to. And you can do stutters as well by holding down these red keys at the bottom. Yeah, you get the idea. Now, these are absolutely great for those mid-90s house build-ups. Yeah, didn't quite get it right. Sack the DJ, but there we go. Sounds absolutely wonderful. Now, there are breakout loops, which are individualized loops. And then the blue keys will put all of those together. There's lots of breakout loops. Then we can isolate just high loops. Low loops. And then mid. Now what you'll notice is that these are in the same categories as the Damage rock guitars too. So we got rock, we got metal, and we got damaged as well. So this is for the A tuned guitar. If we're doing using the rock riffs, for example. So everything neatly ties together. So there's lots of content going on, and considering this is free at the moment, if you purchase Damaged Guitars 2, you've got some complimentary drums, and they sound amazing in the mix. And I'm just going to prove that now, because we're going to check out the composition. And in the composition, I use only Heavyocity libraries, but generally everything is using Damage Rock Grooves for the drums, Damage Rock Guitars. I did use Vast. Vast is one of my favourite plugins ever now. So I use it on the lead guitar, but only very, very slightly, which is kind of the opposite of Vast, I guess. I use it on the feedback as well to give it some atmosphere. And I did use one clean guitar from Damage Guitars 1 as well. I hope you like it, and we're going to talk about my closing thoughts afterwards. But yeah, Damage Rock Guitars and Damage Rock Grooves, these two are fantastic libraries that work beautifully together, and they sound great. There's my pre-assessment. On with the music. And here we are, is closing thoughts time, and we're talking about Damaged Guitars 2 from Heavyocity. I'm a guitarist, and I play lots of rock and metal music, both live in the studio. And I know how difficult it is to dial in DAW mix-ready sounds. And Damaged Guitars 2 does that effortlessly. And I say effortlessly, it's easy for us as the composer. It just sounds fantastic when you're composing with it. But the level of detail and how meticulous Heavyocity have been, I really can appreciate coming from my guitar background. Just the sheer amount of different pedals, and it's all very high quality stuff. I saw some Strymon, for example, and also the different amps, different guitars. But furthermore, actually recording guitars this clean is so difficult to do, and Heavyocity have just achieved that so incredibly well. Now, of course, you have the three different types of guitars. We've got the rock guitar, the metal guitar, and the damaged guitars. They're recorded in three different keys, and they've got associated bass, and they've got associated leads with them. They sound amazing, and they're so well played, and I've got to really give props about the lead guitar parts. They are absolutely wonderful, and because these are performances, it's not MIDI driven, you just feel like you have a guitarist in your studio. The riffs are amazing, and just the ease of using the bass, it's just so well thought out. Then of course we've got the different sounds. We've got the chords, chugs, guitar sounds, really cool stuff, and then the sound design as well on top of it. And the sound design is typical Heavyocity. It's incredible. It's a very well-rounded instrument, and Heavyocity have thought about the composer. Everything being key switchable is really great as well, so you're not stuck in those three keys. The damaged rock grooves that come free with it at the moment, again, they just sound amazing. These are heavy metal mix ready drums, and I was playing around with different rhythms when I was making the composition, and everything just seems to interlock and fit. And then it's very intuitive. You've got your different fills, you've got the stutter effects. It's just absolutely wonderful. So for me, Damaged Guitars 2, it's great because, like I say, I'm a guitarist and I would use these to create a bed of music, for example, some riffs, something that I can play some leads over, but I would also use the leads because they sound great. I would use the sound design in lots of different styles of music, and of course I'll be using those drums in different metal productions as well. Do I recommend it? I really do, and I keep mentioning I'm a guitarist. If I was a non-guitarist, this would be an absolutely perfect library to use as well, because you can inject metal guitar into your compositions very, very easily. Essentially, it's just a brilliant package, and if you're looking for some metal guitars, and metal guitars just done with flair and character, then this is exactly what you're looking for. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank Heavyocity for sending over a copy of Damaged Guitars 2 so we could make this video. If you like what you heard, feel free to leave a like on the video, and of course, let us know what you are thinking. Drop us a comment. And then if you've not done so already, please check out our other videos on the Sampleist channel, and of course hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to support us. We don't have any kind of advertising deals or affiliate links. We are just an independent channel having a fantastic time making videos for the musical community. So until next time, have a great day and keep making that metal music.